What is going on, everyone? It's Justin here, and today I've got an unboxing for you of the Apple iPhone 12 and 12 Pro. So in front of me I have the iPhone 12 in green, as well as the iPhone 12 Pro in the navy blue, and next month we're going to take a look at the iPhone 12 mini and 12 Pro Max. We're also going to take a quick look at the Apple MagSafe charger and see how that works with the brand new iPhone. But if you guys are excited for coverage of these products, compared, reviewed, tested, the cameras and everything, make sure you subscribe to the channel, drop a like on this video, and I'd also love to hear down in the comments as to what your favorite feature is, and also go ahead and follow me over on Instagram because I'll try to answer as much as I can there. But here we have the phones, and I think I'm gonna start with the blue one right here because I've just been kind of excited to check that one out particularly. So setting this aside, as you guys might notice right off the bat, this is a new box design. It is pretty much like half the thickness of the previous generation iPhones, and that is because it doesn't include a charging brick or earbuds. You get the cable and you get the phone. This Pro model right here has this black design to it, and I think it looks really good. But let's just kind of peel off this plastic for the first time. So there we have the iPhone 12 Pro in the blue color, and I've got to say, it actually looks really good in person. When I first saw the initial videos and leaked stuff of this phone, I thought that the blue was maybe a little bit too dramatic, and so they call this the Pacific Coast Blue, and we're gonna lift this up here. There isn't any plastic that goes all around this phone for some reason. It's just a cover on the front. But here's a bit of a look at the back. I'll let Keaton zoom into that, and the camera setup. You have the triple camera setup on the back that includes the main camera at 12 megapixels, the telephoto at 4x, and also the ultra wide. And you also have the LiDAR sensor as well that does help with faster autofocus in low light as well as portrait mode. Here you also have the finish that is kind of a frosted glass, and it also has the ceramic layer added, which gives you 4 times more drop resistance. So the phone itself is actually thinner than last year's model, which is a bit surprising because it actually feels a little bit thicker, but that is thanks to the squared off design on the edges with stainless steel, a nice shiny finish. But I've got to say, it looks super clean, and let's just peel this piece off now. There you go. And as you can see, the phone is just flat, and it looks so good, and I can't wait to at least start using this because I previously been on the iPhone 11 Pro Max, which is obviously a larger phone, but with the smaller model of the iPhone 12 Pro being the 6.1 this year, this may actually become the phone that I use on an everyday basis. So the next thing we're going to take a look at is just what is in the box, and as I mentioned, there isn't really too much to it. You have your USB Type-C to Lightning cable. So if you go ahead and purchase the brick, whether it is a third party or Apple, you can fast charge it, which is nice. And other than that, you have your instruction manual and your SIM eject tool, and nothing else is included in the box. So that is it for the iPhone 12 Pro. We're gonna take a look at the iPhone 12 as well, and I'm just gonna set this iPhone right there. But now we have the iPhone 12, and I will say that this year's model of the iPhone 12 and 12 Pro is very similar. In a lot of ways, the main features, the lower priced iPhone now has an OLED screen, and that makes the decision rather tough for a lot of people because you gotta choose whether or not you want multiple cameras and maybe increased storage, or go with a model that is $200 cheaper in the iPhone 12. Same kind of deal here. You have the white box and a thinner design, and lifting this up, here you have the green color of the iPhone, and I actually think this green looks pretty good. I was a little bit skeptical at first from the photos, once again, but I think it's a very subtle, kind of light green to it, and there it is on the side. And on this model, you have the aluminum finish as opposed to the stainless steel on the 12 Pro. So let's just peel off the plastic on this one. And as you guys can see, these phones are identical in size. So here's a look at the back of both models. And I'm curious to see what you guys think because I personally really like the squared off design of the phone. I feel like this is definitely something that you can use without the case, and thanks to it being 4 times more drop resistance, then I feel like a lot more people are gonna do that. But at the same time, if you wanna get a deep brand skin, it'll look really good because you have a flat finish. You don't have to wrap it around the edge or anything, so you have a lot of choices with the textures and colors there. So if you guys wanna check them out, I'm gonna drop a link below to that. And they also do make grip cases for the iPhone 12 and 12 Pro as well, which you can order right away. So now we're gonna go ahead and open up the Apple MagSafe charger, and this is definitely one of the cool new features this year. I don't think it's really a reason to go out and buy a brand new phone, but it is an indication of Apple's future of potentially eliminating all ports on the smartphone. So for charging, data transfer, and everything, it is a possibility, and also another area where a lot of accessories from both Apple and certified third parties will be coming in the next couple months and years. This Apple MagSafe charger comes in at a price of $39 and includes just the charger itself, so you do have to go and purchase the brick separately for a price of $19 if you get the Apple one. But what the MagSafe charger is able to do is, beyond having like the magnet alignment that is super strong, also gives you 15 watts of charging without having to plug in the port. For reference, the typical Qi charging speed is 7.5 watts, so I'm definitely interested to check this out, and I'm also waiting for some of the Apple wallets to come out because of the cool colors, and like the yellow would go great with the blue iPhone, but they're quite back ordered at the moment. So for now we have the charger itself, and as you can see, it just kind of self-aligns on the iPhone, and Apple does love their magnets because you look at the iPad and accessories and how strong they are and how well they work. The MagSafe is no different. I'm usually someone who likes to plug the phone into the wall during the daytime because it charges quite fast, but in the evening I do use a wireless charger, and I think with like a wireless charging pad and the MagSafe, it can ensure the fastest and most aligned charging methods out there. The other accessory is the iPhone 12 and 12 Pro clear case, and one thing I wasn't sure of is whether or not the iPhone 12 and 12 Pro had the same form factor, but they do in fact share that. As I mentioned, there are going to be companies that are releasing kind of third-party versions that are MagSafe compatible, but right now there aren't really too many choices aside from what Apple has to offer. This right here is like the most simple and basic polycarbonate case that allows you to see like the color of your iPhone, but I won't say it is the best looking. You kind of have like this big halo on the back now, but as someone who's all about functionality, if it works well, I don't really mind using something like this. But one area that I do think will be a bit of a turnoff for some is that it comes in at a price of $50. Aside from it being like a really simple and basic polycarbonate case, I do feel like that is quite expensive considering the fact that you're going to be spending $40 on the charging pad and also some more money on the brick. So just like that, if you go with the first party accessories, you're like over $100 in. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching this video of my unboxing on the iPhone 12 and 12 Pro. And as I mentioned, I'm gonna start working on videos right away, which is why this one's a little bit short. We're just gonna unbox it, start using it, and we're gonna film like literally right after this. But if you guys enjoyed it and have any questions, make sure you let me know down in the comment section below, and we'll see you guys in the next video.